Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to be giving you guys my week 21 and 22 update today. I'm sorry I couldn't film a video last week. I'll go into depth about that in a minute. But yeah, basically they're going to be combined because obviously I didn't post a video last week to update you guys because I was really sick. So I guess I'll just get into that right now. So yeah, I was 21 weeks last week and it was Super Bowl Sunday and I had just gotten off work. I worked like a 7-hour shift and I was on my feet for approximately 6 hours and 15 minutes straight. So I had a break, but I was still walking around on my break and stuff because I had to get stuff out of my car. Anyway, long story short, I was on my feet for a really long time on Sunday. And when I came home, I, did my normal routine. I get something to eat, and then I was sitting on the kitchen counter, and I just remember, not being able to sit up anymore. I just had to, hunch over because it hurt so bad. And there was just, a pain in my back, and it really hurt. So I couldn't sit up, so I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and lay down. And that's what I did. I just went and laid down, and then I fell asleep, and then at 2 o'clock in the morning I woke up and I was in excruciating pain. This was the most painful backache that I have ever felt. It felt like a burning, I don't even know how to describe it, but it just really hurt, and it was only on my right side. But then when I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, the pain was moving towards my right side on my stomach. So I woke up my boyfriend and I was telling him about the pain, and he was like, okay, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, I think I need to go to the hospital. This is not right. I know my body, and I don't think that, I think that we should go check this out. And so he's like, okay. So he drove me to the hospital at 2 o'clock in the morning, and we go there, and we go to the emergency room, and then they take me to labor and delivery. And so I'm freaking out, why would they be taking me to labor and delivery? But okay, whatever, that's their protocol. So then we go to labor and delivery, and they have me put on this gown, and the ladies, the nurse was like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna run, tests on you, make sure it's not gallstone, bladder, or kidney stones or anything like that. And so I was like, okay. So I was, relieved that we were at the hospital, and they would figure out what it was. The nurse kind of scared me though, because while I was laying in the bed, there was this button, and she was like, okay, so anytime you feel a contraction, she's like, press the button. And I'm like, okay, contraction, I thought that that's only when you actually are in labor. So my boyfriend was like, is she going into labor? And the nurse was just like, no, it's just, anytime she feels the pain, just press the button. And I'm like, well, the pain is constant, so it's not going away. So do you want me to press the button the whole time? I mean, I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. And so what happened after that? So then they started running all these tests on me. They had to put a catheter in. It was horrible, the worst pain I've ever felt. They did a sonogram, and I got to see my baby on the screen. And honestly, just seeing her on the screen was that just took away the pain for the few minutes that I was looking at her. Honestly, I didn't feel any pain as soon as I saw her on the screen. And, as soon as I heard her heartbeat, they hooked me up to, the monitor. They had this, little fetal heartbeat monitor wrapped around my stomach. And so her heartbeat was good. She's fine. So that was just, a total relief to know that everything was good with her. But yeah, just seeing her just like took away all the pain, so that was really nice. So anyway, they ran all these tests on me. We're in the hospital. I can't lay on my right side because it hurts so bad. So I'm like laying on my left side. The sonographer, is that what you call the person? I don't know. The person doing the sonogram thing is like trying to, you know, do all these tests on me on my right side, and it's just hurting so bad. So anyways, a few hours passed by, and it's probably like 4 o'clock, close to 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, my boyfriend has to go to school in the morning and go to work and stuff, and like, so at this point we're both like extremely exhausted, and they come in and they're like, well, all the tests are negative. It's not, you know, I thought it was another kidney infection. I had one, I think I mentioned this in my previous video, but I had a kidney infection when I was around 13 weeks. I'm not sure if that was the exact date or not, but that's just what I assumed it was, just because I had one, you know, previously, and that I haven't had like any other back pain or anything. So, yeah, so they come in and they tell me, you know, all tests are negative. It's no type of infection or no type of gallstone, bladder, or kidney stones or anything like that. So I'm just like, okay, we're both just like so extremely exhausted at this point, and just like, what could it have been, you know? So we come home and I'm still in pain. They were trying to put me on narcotics. Is that what it is? I don't know. Like Vicodin or something at the hospital, and we were both like, hell no. I don't want my baby being pumped with any of those things, you know? So I just said no, you know, and they were like, okay, well, we can give you Tylenol. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'll take Tylenol, because this was seriously the worst pain I've ever felt in my back. It felt like it was literally like burning on fire on my right hand side. So I took some Tylenol, and that made me feel really drowsy, because when you're pregnant, you can't take any type of medications or anything. So I haven't taken like anything for a headache. I haven't taken any type of cold medication or anything this whole, you know, past 5 months. So the Tylenol really made me drowsy, and so I just, as soon as we got back home, I just like completely knocked out. The next day, wow, I thought the night before the pain was bad. The next day, the pain was just so intense. Like, it was, I couldn't even walk, let's just put it that way, without crying. So the next day rolls around, and I just can't get out of bed. I don't know what to do. I had a doctor's appointment scheduled that day prior to this whole fiasco happening. So I really wanted to go to the doctor. I didn't want to go at the time, but I knew it was, you know, what was best. So my friend Megan takes me to the doctor, and I'm just in such bad pain. And as we're walking to the doctor's office, I can't even walk. So she actually physically like has to help me up, and she's like, do you want me to carry you? And I'm like, no, because if you carry me, then, you know, it's gonna hurt my right hand side. And she's like, okay, well, just, you know, we only have a few more steps. So we're walking, and she's like carrying me, and I feel so bad, but we go, and I'm just like in tears crying. Like, this pain is so bad in my back. Like, I don't know. It felt like someone was like ripping my back apart. That's how bad it was. And so we go to the doctor's, and he basically like took my blood. He asked me all these questions, and he was like, okay, well, you know, I can treat you for another kidney infection, but we don't know if that's what it is. And so, sorry, someone just walked by. So I'm like, yes, I just need, you know, something to make this go away. And I assumed that it was another kidney infection. So he prescribes, you know, an antibiotic, and he prescribes Tylenol to me. And so after that, we leave, and Megan and I go and pick up the prescription, and we get cranberry juice and stuff, and like, oh my god, it was just like the worst pain. I was in the car, I was screaming, crying. I think I scared everyone in the doctor's office. I scared Megan. So it was just really bad. But yeah, so I took the medication and it started to make me feel better. The next day it was fine, and then the following day the pain was back, and I'm like, okay, I don't understand what this could be. Like, the medication was supposed to help, and it did for a little bit. I don't know if it was just, you know, like my mind playing tricks on me or what, but 2 days later the pain was back, and I'm just like, I had to take the whole week off work. My doctor didn't want me to work for that week, and honestly, even, you know, I wanted to work, but I physically couldn't stand up. So I was in bed like that whole week. I don't think that it was another kidney infection. I think that well, I called my mom and I told her what was going on, and she basically said that it's the baby growing and she's moving up, like towards, you know, the uterus is moving up and like everything, you know, your organs are moving, and she was like, you just need to eat more because your body is so, like, your frame is so small that like you physically need to eat more because your back is stretching, everything's like stretching out, your stomach, your uterus. So, you know, my mom basically just suggested that I eat more and just try and relax and stuff. And she's like, you know, you work really hard. She's like, just try to like stay off your feet as much as possible. And so I really listened to her, and I've been trying to like up my calorie intake. So yeah, that was my mom's piece of advice. And, you know, I was asking like friends, you know, people on Facebook and stuff, and everyone's like, oh, it's a sciatic nerve, or you need to exercise, you need to stretch. And so I pulled up, you know, things on Pinterest, like little stretches and prenatal yoga poses that you can do to like help strengthen your spine and your back and your core basically while you're pregnant. So I did that, and that seemed to have helped. But towards like the end of the week, you know, when I was still taking the antibiotic because I didn't want to just stop it, because if it was a kidney infection, I wanted to make sure that it was like 100% gone. So besides taking the medication towards the end of the week, I started icing my back. Well, my roommate actually, she wanted me to, she got me hot towels to put on my back, and that felt really good at first, but then when I switched over to ice, that's what really helped me. So I would take I didn't have an ice pack, so I just honestly grabbed like a pack of frozen corn, and I wrapped it in a towel and just put it on my back and would like ice it for 20 minutes at a time, and that felt amazing. And that's been the only thing that's really like helped take the pain basically all the way away. So I mean, I don't know if it was a combination of that, stretching, and trying to like exercise and stuff, and I guess just like rest, and I don't know, but the pain is no longer there. It's there a little bit, only when I lift like heavy things, but it's pretty much gone by now. So I'm just so grateful, because oh my gosh, I didn't know how I was going to function. Like, I really didn't. That was the worst pain that I felt ever. So that little pain right there made me that much more nervous to deliver the baby, because if I can't even handle that, I don't know how I'm gonna handle delivering her. But I don't know. So that was that, and that was why I didn't do a 21-week update. So if you guys were wondering, that's why. But yeah, so this week I feel great. I went back to work, and I've been also working from home, doing real estate stuff, trying to look for a house for ourselves. And yeah, that's basically the update. As far as symptoms for this week go, I mean, I don't really have any new symptoms. I mean, she's just kicking still and punching me, and I love every minute of it, and I love her so much already, and she's getting so big, and I just can't wait to meet her. But of course I want her to stay and grow in there as long as possible. So yeah, week 22 I would say feels kind of like week 20, you know, just feel hungry and tired and not much to update you guys on. But week 21 was definitely a dramatic one, to say the least. So yeah, now I guess I'm just gonna like show you guys some things that have kind of helped me during my pregnancy so far. So these aren't necessarily going to be like things for my daughter, but things that have like helped me so far. So I will just show you guys that, and then maybe at the end I will show you guys a couple things that I've gotten her, and then I'll show you guys my belly. So okay, so the prenatal vitamins that I have been taking throughout my pregnancy are these ones by Nature Made, and they are just the prenatal multivitamin with DHA, 200 milligrams of DHA. And honestly, I think that these may have something to do with why I haven't had any morning sickness. I don't know. Everyone that I know that has taken these hasn't had morning sickness. So I don't know. These seem to have worked really well for me though, and I still take them every day. So that's that. And then within, you know, the first few weeks of me being pregnant, I mean, after I went to the doctors and stuff, I was probably around like 9-10 weeks, and they had, you know, run blood tests and everything, and he was like, okay, you know, you have a calcium and vitamin D deficiency. So I immediately that day went to Target, and I just picked up a bottle of calcium, and it has vitamin D3 in it as well. So I just take that in addition to my prenatal vitamin every single day. And I've also been trying to get orange juice that has calcium in it, and because I don't drink milk, so I switched to soy. So I've just been trying to like up my soy milk intake because that has a lot of calcium and vitamin D as well. So yeah, I've just been trying to get my calcium in other ways, whether it be, you know, cheese, or I'll still eat cheese. I just don't drink regular milk, regular cow's milk. So, or I'll eat cottage cheese or something like that. So I try to get my calcium in different ways. But yeah, so ever since I got those, I mean, he's taken multiple blood tests from me and hasn't found any other type of, you know, calcium deficiency or anything like that. So, or he hasn't mentioned anything of it to me. So another thing that I've been using, I wouldn't say every day, but I try to make this a habit as soon as I get out of the shower, or whenever I think about it, whenever I can remember to use this stuff. My mom got it for me. It's like this Palmer's cocoa butter formula. It's a massage cream for stretch marks, and it's got shea butter, argan oil, almond oil, collagen, and elastin. And I'm pretty sure you can just get this at any drugstore, Target, Walmart, one of those. But yeah, I've been using this on my belly and I haven't noticed any stretch marks. Honestly, I don't really care if I get stretch marks or not. Like, that's not a concern for me. Like, a concern for me is about my daughter and making sure that she's healthy and that everything's good with her. So if I get a stretch mark here and there, like, whatever, it's a freaking stretch mark. So in conjunction with the cocoa butter, because I don't really like the way that smells, I use this Burt's Bees Mama Bee, and this is just like a belly butter, and I just recently started using this because my belly just popped recently. So before then I didn't really have like a belly, so I would just use like regular lotion. But ever since it started to pop, like I've been trying to take care of it, and this has shea butter and vitamin E in it, and I've just been using this on my belly. And yeah, this one doesn't really have a scent. I don't know if it's supposed to be unscented or not, but it says that there's cocoa, shea, and jojoba butters. Jojoba butters? I don't know. But it doesn't really smell like anything, so that's what I like about this one. And this one my friend Megan actually got for me. So yeah, that's that, and that's been, you know, really nice. I like it. Okay, so that's about it for the products for myself. Now I'm going to show you guys just a few things that I've gotten for my baby this week. Actually, I've gotten one of the items a few weeks ago, and then 2 of them I got within this past week. So I'm just going to show you those, just 3 things really quick. So the first thing that I got her is this romper, and this is from Target, and this is made by Carter's, and this was only $7.99, and it's so cute. It's got a little baby birdie on there, and I actually have a jean romper that's kind of similar to this, so it's size newborn, so I can put her in this right away, and then we can be twins. And yeah, I really like this. I think it's super cute, and I like how it just has like a touch of pink, and it's not overly girly, so, but it's still super cute. So I really like this. The next thing that I got her was from Target as well, and I've seen like a few moms on YouTube use these. It's like the Dr. Brown's Lovey little pacifier holder. So basically, like this little animal thing like lays on the baby's chest, and then they have the pacifier in their mouth. That way, like if they try to spit it out, it won't fall on the floor. So I really like this. So this was pretty cheap too. I think it was like $7 or $8, but definitely under $10, and I definitely had to get this for her. It was the last one there, and it was on sale, so I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get this for her. So I did. And the last thing that I got her was this cute little dress. I don't know if you guys can really like see the coloring in it, but this is from TJ Maxx, and by the way, TJ Maxx has the best baby stuff. Like, I never knew. I just went in there probably like 2 days ago, and got her this little dress. It reminds me of something that like my mom would put on me in like the 90s or something. I was born in 89, but like this is definitely like a 90s looking dress with like the polka dots and stuff, and like, I don't know, so I just wanted to get this for her because I thought it was kind of cute. So yeah, those are the things for her. And yeah, so now I guess I will show you guys my 22-week belly. Okay, so this is my belly at 22 weeks from the front, and from the side, and the other side, and the front again. And I will go put some pants on so you guys can see my actual belly. Okay, so this is my 22-week belly from the front. And this is from the side. And this is from the right side. And front again. So she's getting bigger. Guys, so that was my week 21 and 22 update. I hope it wasn't too long or too boring or anything like that. Let me know what you guys want to see next in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.